Pedro, you're in with Derek Campos, a little more experience, a little more, but you went in there, you controlled everything. Is that the fight as you expected it, or were you expecting a little more, perhaps, to have to do a little more work?
No, I mean, in terms of work, every day I take myself to extreme, so I was ready to do hard work. And when it comes of game plan and fight itself, we knew his kind of style, like his kind of scrappy, overhand striker. So me and my striking coach, we trained. We did a perfect strategy for this camp, and straight away I read his timing. He throw like some overhands, and after I read his timing, I just went further.
Pedro, I remember watching yourself in Cage Legacy maybe about a year, 2 years ago.
My last fight was March last year.
Yeah. And then coming to a stage like this, beating somebody of that stature, is a dream come true.
So, let's say like this. For me as Pedro, it is a dream come true. Like since I was a little kid, I dreamed with this moment. You know, big stage, one of the best in the world, go out there and perform. As Pedro Carvalho, the fighter, was another step. You know, this is not time for celebrating. I didn't accomplish nothing. I just did one more step in my career. That's it. I'm not champion. I'm still a contender. So there's no time for celebrating. There's time for go back to the gym and work hard and hard and hard. Because I know that sooner or later I'll be on the top of the sport. Sooner or later I will have gold around my waist. You know, I came from Portugal. You know, back where I am, I didn't have one example of a fighter on the major stage. You know, I didn't have no one to say, man, if he did it, I can do it. But somehow I believe it. You know, thank God, take me, take my girlfriend that we decided to go to Ireland. To the best team in the world, train with the best in the world, and here I am. You know, nearly 3 years with SPG, and I'm proving to the world what I've been saying. I am the best in the world. Believe it or not, I don't care, because sooner or later I will prove it.
Pedro, first of all, congratulations on the beautiful performance. And do you think that the referee stopped the fight a little bit too late?
Yes. Before he took me to the ground, he was already hurt. Yeah, because I could see he couldn't fake, you know, the pain, and even when he was on my back, and I was okay, he's taking time to rest, but he was on my back, and he was still. You could see it on his breathing that it was still hurting, and I took my time because I'm really good with someone on my back. I knew that sooner or later I will take him out. I took him out, and straight away I went to the body, but I didn't want to look too obvious, you know, because he could grab my leg and scramble all over again. So I just used all the perfect angle that me and my striking coach been working all this time, and once I saw the opening, I kicked him, and that was it. And the fight was over straight away there. That shot on the ground, like I didn't want to deliver, but it's my job, you know.
Thank you for clearing that up. And the last thing for me, do you think? What's next? Do you think you could be on another big Bellator European Series card?
Yes, I can. In one concerns of big cards, I can fight with any big name, you know, because in my point of view, I'm not trying to be like over my head, but I'm a pure realistic person, and for what I see, there's no one 145, 155 that I see like, oh, nothing. In my point of view, they are all one-dimensional fighters. That's it, you know. There are great fighters out there, they are, but I can beat them all. I can beat them all, and I will prove it, you know. Sooner or later, I just have to have the opportunities, you know. They can run away, they can pick their own opponents, you know, stylistically, and then say, oh, look at me, I'm the greatest. No, you know, but sooner or later I'll get them all. Sooner or later I'll have gold around my waist. That's for sure. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Pedro, Bellator returning to Ireland in September. Is that a card that you're targeting, but you return for?
Dublin. So yeah, like fighting in Dublin is like a little dream come true to me, you know, because back when I was fighting still in Portugal, I never was able to have a chance to fight in my own town. You know, it was always far away. So Dublin is my home. You know, Ireland and Dublin is my home. So fighting in my hometown will be just great, you know, because since I came to Ireland, I was received, treated, and supported as an Irishman, you know, and I owe everything to that people, you know. From the bottom of my heart, I love Ireland. Ireland is my country, you know. So if I can get a chance in the future to perform to all that people and represent them, it will be absolutely honored to me.
With Bellator's European expansion as well, speaking of dreams, would another dream also to be part of the process and maybe bringing a card to Portugal as well?
Oh yes, I will make history. History in the making. Just time by time, you know. I don't want to think too much about it, you know. Let's make step by step, but soon I will make history happen. Never before have a major show being held in Portugal or even Spain, you know. So I've been thinking about it, but not thinking too much. But for sure will happen one day.
You coached, you came over with SPG guys, 6 guys from SPG came over. What's it like being as like part of the collective, being part of the team?
How I feel in the big group. Was great. It was just great because like a fight is a fight. So fight week for me is always great. But having the amount of teammates around me and we all support each other was just amazing experience, you know. Especially on fight week, I feel like this every time I go. Me and some teammates go. I feel that as we go to war, we create like a special bond, a stronger bond, you know, because we both go to war representing the same team, the same nation. So it was great to come with these 5 warriors, you know, and it was absolutely.
Pedro, has anyone commented on not just your style in the fighting arena, but also your style out of it? It's a great shirt you're wearing tonight.
Sorry?
I said, has anyone commented yet on not just a great style in the fighting arena, but also out of it? It's a great shirt you're wearing tonight.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I was going on the shop, you know. I saw this dress. I was like, you know what? This is the most important fight of my career. I will win this fight. So if I will win, I have to look great.
You look fantastic.
And here I am, winning, looking great.
You look as fantastic as the
Thank you,
performance.
sir.
I've spoken to the matchmakers at Bellator already, and they are. I asked the question. This guy needs to be in the featherweight tournament surely now, and they all. There's 3 of them I spoke to, and they all said yes. They're very senior figures at Bellator. How does that make you feel?
They make me feel great. They make me feel great and deserve feeling. That's it. Like I said, Michael, when I was 13 years old, I made a decision. I want to be the best in the world. So I gave up to be a normal kid, you know, go out, be with friends, and do normal things to regularly go week after week, daily basis, training. I even miss classes and exams just to go to training, you know. This is my life. I sacrifice all my life, and people don't even imagine the things that I've been going through, you know. I'll give you a quick example. I have now a 9-month boy, you know, and it's been so hard, you know, because I'm in Ireland, he's back in Portugal, and it's been hard. But at the same time, I'm in a different state of mind. You know, I'm in killer mode because I have to feed my kid. I have to bring my kid back to me. So it's been the toughest challenge so far, but at the same time, the most motivational one.
4 fights in the tournament would give you you could win the belts along the way, but it would also net you $1 million as well. Does money mean something to you because you have a young family?
No, I mean, of course, like any fighter that says their money doesn't matter is lying. We need to pay bills. And I said myself, like, I came from poor backgrounds, so I want to put my family, you know, I want to come to my mother, my 2 moms, my aunt and my mother, they raised me. So I want to come to them and offer them a life that they never had. You know, I ought to offer my kid a life I never had. So with this being said, when my name be announced in the tournament, you can write on the paper that in 1 year time I have 1 million in my account and I have a Bellator belt on my list.
Thank you.
You're 23 years old.
Yes, sir.
You're fighting at an incredibly high level, but just how much more is there for you to give? Like, where are you working at right now? 60% of your potential? 70? How much better can you get?
I'm only getting started. That's it. I'm only getting started. Like you said, I'm only 23 years old, and I don't hesitate in put myself fighting against the best in the world. Campos, it not only is a super dangerous fighter, he's one of the best in the world. He fought with the very best, and I didn't hesitate one bit in take the fight with him. You know, I don't take nothing from anyone, but you see guys that break themselves to be the highest prospects of the sport, but who they are fighting, you know? So I'm fighting with the best, and I'm only 23. So this is only a little sign of the hard work. Man, like I can tell you, no one wants this more than me, and no one's works more than me. You know, I'm my worst enemy. You know, I do things to myself that I'm just, man, I hate myself. You know, but it is what it is. For me, there's no go easy or go hard. There's the wrong way to train and the right way to train. That's it, and here I am. You know.
Pedro, I see in a recent interview from you, you were talking about how proud you were to be one of the first Portuguese, or the first Portuguese Bellator fighter. So possibly with that tournament, what would it mean to you to possibly become the first ever Portuguese champion?
There's not a possibility. There's a certainty, you know. Now it means a lot, you know, because having these kind of opportunities indirectly, I'm helping my own country. I'm helping the sport in my own country. I'm indirectly built something in my country that I never had in my time, you know. So it gives me a really joy and a happy feeling that I know that as I keep winning, as I keep growing, as my name keeps getting bigger, I know that I'm slowly build something in my country, and I know that in the future I will give opportunities that I never had in my time, you know. So it gives me great joy to know that somehow I'm helping my country, the sport in my country.
Your confidence there reminds me of perhaps a teammate of yours who's fighting elsewhere. I think the question though is, that confidence that SBG's top fighters tend to, is that something that's bred within the camp, or did you bring that to the camp? Because it seems to me all of those top fighters from that gym have so much self-belief.
Sir, that has to be because we are the best team in the world. That's it. We are the best team in the world because we have the best fighters in the world, the best coaches in the world, the best facilities in the world. Now, coming in August, you know. So that's it. We are just the best team in the world, and we go out there and we make it happen. That's it, sir.
Thanks very much.
Thank you, sir. Congratulations.